Okay, I guess we're back. The plan tonight actually is to put together a 288 tank, possibly put together kind of a ratty-tatty 268 here. Yeah, I think that would be interesting. So, and I've got a kit to assemble for Richard. Well, just a 660 specific kit. So, let's bring you up on the other phone here. Let's get Richard's stuff ready to go. Mike, how's it going? Pat, round two. James. Mike, Ken. Pat, round two. James. Ken. Volume down. Good. William. Peter Cole. Yeah, round two. Yeah, we're just here. I found more stuff to do, you know. So 660 specific kit. I just wanted to get this together. Richard purchased this tonight, so I wanted to put this together and, you know, just make sure that this is reasonable. Fits fine, just need a nut and a washer. There's all kinds of fun happening upstairs, obviously. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So here's the 660 specific kit. That's going to go in an envelope here. A little bit of bubble wrap, an envelope, and hopefully off and running. What's happening to my scissors? All right. Scissors. Kit, sticker, and a priority envelope, and away we go. So Richard, this is for you. Don't know if you're watching or not, but these are our pack. I'll make up a shipping label, and it'll probably be in the mail Monday. Okay. Sorry, gotta get back to this. Back to the live chat here. Merry Christmas to all, Mike. Yeah. Couple of saws, got a 362 XP. 362, huh, William? Those are not easy to find. And Pat picked up a 372 with an HG12. Best of luck finding a new carburetor for that. A 362 special. The thing that's unique about the 362s, other than the fact that I think that they're open port, is that they're small mount. So you can slap a 372 top on that and have small mount if you want a small mount bar. if you wanted to run like 325 or something like that for some crazy reason. Anyway, what's next? Let's take the 368 stuff off here for the moment, for just a hot second, because this is actually a 181 tank, and this is a 288 tank, and the 288 tank is a little worse for wear. Yeah, the 362 is it's a unique chassis, so whatever. I mean, you can just put a 372 top right on that, like no problem. I don't know what's going on with these mounts, so I'm thinking I should just remove them, but maybe not. I don't know. These are like the early 181 mounts. But they seem to be fine. A little rubber sleeve on the end. I don't know. Keep them? Maybe I'll just keep them. Just slide this back in. Not slide, but turn it. Keep. This way, maybe. These are coarse thread rubber AV mounts. They go until they stop. And I guess there's a rubber sleeve that goes around them. The 345, there is no such thing as a 345 XP. Just 345. Hey, Bob. Hey, Larry. So yeah, what I wanted to do tonight, there's a pin here that holds this trigger mechanism on. So I need to push that out, I think. Let's see, what will a 2mm Allen do? Probably. Yep. Might go flying too here. So this is a unique piece to the 181. It's linkage like a 268 instead of the roller, which is on the usual 288. So now what I do, let me see if I can put a nice new fresh roller catch on here, which I think I have somewhere. Fresh new OEM roller catch. Now the thing about this is I got to bring this spring and hold it forward. So My circlip pliers look like they'll be perfect. And indeed they will be perfect. Good. Take the pin. Push the pin back in. There's your roller catch. Closed port 346. 346. Yep. Jonathan Courtney. Hello. Welcome. What I'm working, this is actually a 181 tank, old school, but it converts to a 288 just by doing that. Then I also will need the trigger, the operator presence lever that goes here. Do I have one of those? I don't know. That I don't know. I've got all kinds of 288 goodies, but I don't know if I have that. Striking out so far. New switch, that would be nice to throw on there. Let's do that. Operator presence lever. I might not have it. I got choke rods coming out my ears, but no operator presence lever. Ah, yes I do. Okay. Check this out too. Handle fillers. Nice parts. Check that out. I got the lever. But no spring. I wonder if a 394 spring would work. Or is there a spring in here? There is a spring in here. Okay, there's a spring in this one. And I remember this spring was a pain in the neck. That's what I remember. Okay. This goes back to Brian. Does this unscrew? It looks like it's just a standoff. And these kind of screw one into the other. Yep. So do I do that one? Do I put the new one on? The new ones, I think, are actually going to look too nice. So I think that's not going to fit right. Where did I just put the other handle cover? Did I just throw that in Brian's box? I might have. Throw it out. What did I do with it? Oh, come on. Yeah, Tenman, you got it. We're here. Now I'm just looking for something per usual. Can one of you go back in the video and figure out what the devil I actually did with the other piece? The first one. Where is it? Did I put it back there? These are brand new. I don't think it's going to look right. So I'm going to take the brand new ones and put them back in my brand new thing here. Oh, it is in here. Okay. I found it. Yep. So luckily there's a spring in here, and I remember this spring was not super fun. roll pin, and then there's this silly little spring. And now I really wish I remembered what video it was that I did to figure out how to use this darn thing. Because I don't remember. I think I'm just going to get a new spring because I'm a little worried about that. Yeah, isn't it incredible? It's incredible. I think I'm going to get a different spring. Yeah, I'll find one. This does not look right. Something's off. And it doesn't want to even spring. Okay. So, missing that. Don't want to lose these. Yeah, Tinman, I'm always amazed at, like, okay, they got to this point, but they were still running. So what exactly put it on a shelf? You know? Right, I need to put that roll pin in here so it doesn't get lost. Okay. And I need to find that spring, 288 spring. Just need to hold it so nothing goes anywhere, you know? Okay. That's goes back in my what? Before we finish, using a fuel line. So yeah, this is 288. We're going to be working on the 268 in just a bit. Or this will be 288, rather. I may have to spring for a new original top end for this thing. Now, what is that? Looks like a ferrule on here. Why in the world would that be there? Never seen a metal ferrule on here. Interesting. Does it fit here? Probably not. Nope. Don't know what that is. Interesting. In the bucket of stuff. Okay. I need a little bit more fuel line than this. I'll use my steel R3 here. Matt has hit the big time. What do you mean big time? Don't think I've hit the big time yet. Don't know what really big time is, but pretty sure I'm not there yet. Affiliate link? No, I've had that for a while. I was actually, as far as I know, the first person HL Supply gave an affiliate link to. Just a little bit more make it a little bit longer. A little bit of grease on it just to help pull it through. This hole is actually a tad small for R3 fuel line, but should work. No, I've actually never ported a 266. I had a 266 on my bench. I worked on a 266, but I never ported it. The 266 I worked on did not have a decompression valve. And for me, running a ported saw, you kind of need a decomp. So it ran great. So I didn't really do any port work to it. But while everybody's here, if they can click on the affiliate link, that'd be great. Because HL Supply tracks you, and if you click on the affiliate link, it'll track you for like a month. So if you actually buy something within a month, I actually get credit for it. And then I can do more cool stuff here on the channel, is basically what that means. Fuel filters. Fuel filters. Building a 219, you're gonna port. I wouldn't. Just me. I would not port a 266 SE. It's kind of a rare piece And you know what? They run fine not ported. And if you're going to port it, run a decomp cylinder. Upgrade to like a 272 and run a decomp cylinder. That's what I would do. Okay. Now, that's pretty good. Figured it'd make it angry. Well, yeah. Again, no decomp. So, and the 266 heads are just fine without port work. It runs nice. Gas cap. To see if the new style gas cap will fit on this, or if I gotta use the old style. Yep. That should fit. There we go. Okay, so all I need is that spring. Here. Just put this in there for the moment. Looks like I need a spring and an upper roll pin or something. So just looking at this, it might be easier if I actually take this off again to do this, but I forget how I did this before. I'm going to have to go back and find how to actually put that piece in, because I know it was frustrating. Just don't know when. This is an old pre-XP cylinder. It's not like the post-80s. He's lazy. Have fun. Have fun. I don't have great numbers for you. Sorry. Actually, here's the roll pin here too. I might as well pop this out, I guess. This can go in Brian's bucket in case he feels like messing with something like this. Okay. I'm just going to place this gentle right here in there. Good. Now it's almost all together. Just need that spring. Okay. Onward. Okay. Richard the wrong large sleeve, but whatever. Let's do a little bit of cleanup, and we'll play with the 268. Got to do a little bit of advertising, you know? A little bit, William. Red. Yeah. Oh, Lordy. Okay. I am actually waiting on a kit, a carb kit for this. So I can't put the carburetor in, but I can potentially put the cylinder head down tonight. But this head, again, non-decomp head, so I don't really want to mess with this too much. It's an open port 268, nothing special. Just a reasonable run and saw. So what I'm going to do with this particular chainsaw, I think, is I'm going to offer this up. This will be up for sale. This is going to be a Ratty Tatty 268. The bottom end was solid feeling. So I didn't change out the bearings, but I did obviously do the seals, and this is the one I did the seals on the other night. We got to clean up this head. Get the carbon out of there. Yeah, let's get the carbon out of there. I know, you wish for the decomp. Yeah. Dreaming for that decomp. Oh well. Did you just advance the timing too much there on the 044, gentlemen? Because if your timing is too advanced, then it's going to rip a cord out of your hands. Again, not trying to do port work on this. I just want to get the carbon out. So I'll use some 50 grit here. Huge compression stock. Okay, well. If that's the case, you better start working out. That's all. Don't know where the rest of my 50 grit went. I know that there was a sheet over here somewhere. That's the 220. Don't see the rest of the 50. Maybe it fell somewhere. I guess we're into this stuff. Oh, here it is. I found it. And I think I threw my knife over here somewhere. Where did I throw my knife? Here. Put it in the wrong spot. That's what I did. drill hole in the spark plug. And I have a link instead for a burr I can use Dremel report work. Paul, I just get carbide burrs off of eBay. Make sure you get the right mandrel size. I never run a 268. Then you are indeed missing out. Just trying to think of it go in there. Yeah, not quite. Got this Scotch-Brite that go on the head here. This could use a refresh, but whatever. Yeah, that looks like much better already. I think we're gonna have to change out the Scotch-Brite there. I don't think the 266 and the 268 are that much different, really. At the end of the day, it's the same chassis. It's the same bearings. It's the same carburetor. Smooth. A little something up top here. A little bit of transfer up there. Let me see if I can get rid of that. better. Get a new piece, 50 grit. I'll say this: my 272 that I spent a bajillion dollars restoring, and lots of time, is out in the shed next to 372s and all kinds of other stuff. My hand goes to the 272 more than the 372s. Clean. Yeah. So let's put some fresh Scotch-Brite on here. Yeah, my hand goes to the 272 before the 372s. Not taking anything away from the 372s, I do really like them, but my hand goes to them. Goes to them last. I'm just adding some Scotch-Brite here on a wheel, basically, to... Yeah, I found the other handle, Steve. Yeah. Well, handle filler, technically, but yeah, I did find it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my father-in-law, Steve Kraft. He checks in on me from time to time, you know. His father-in-laws tend to do. So, yeah. So I think I'm gonna go wash this off. Get this washed. Maybe even get this put on tonight. And I can't do the rest of it, but at least we can get this down tonight. That'll help get the whole thing going. Speaking to me. Yes, Steve. My wife and kids are traveling early January here, so the in-laws are a wee bit excited. And I'm not going to get to make the trip this time, but probably in April I will get down, which means there will be projects for me in April. Did a bunch of 262s. You really like them? Yep, I like them too. But my hand doesn't go to the 262. It goes to the 272. Yeah, so that's a fine power head. Nothing wrong there. A little extra brake cleaner, make sure nothing's in the cylinder. Transfers. Matt, pay attention. Find another handle cover. Yeah, I found it. It's okay. I got it. We're good. I found both of them. I threw it in. I did throw it into the box for Brian, but it ended up kind of buried down there. So it's okay. All right. That's good there. Now here is the bottom end. Now brand new seals there and there. The oiler's down. That's good. Clutch is on. So now we just need to start building it from the head and go out. So next thing's next is this piston. And there's actually pretty good machine marks on the piston. There's a little bit of transfer here, but I don't think that's going to be an issue when we re-ring it. So there's the old ring. I'm just going to throw that away. You know what? I'm just going to Scotch-Brite the top here. Going to get rid of that yucky stuff on the top. 17 people. How many? Anybody here that I haven't given a shout out to? Quite a bit of stuff. Some guy named Joe. Did I miss somebody? Not nice to mess with me like that. I don't like missing people. I think I'll leave it like that. Yeah. Need to get a couple of 372 pin clips here. And a wrist pin bearing, preferably OEM wrist pin bearing. Let's see what we got here. That'll do. Okay, that goes in there. Gonna hit this surface with the degreaser. None of the rest of the dirt on here really matters. It's not for what we're doing. I did not split the case because, again, the bottom end is like perfectly butter smooth. So, just not worried about it. Okay. Clean, degreased. New ring here for the piston. Cabers, of course. If anybody's interested in this saw when it's done, let me know. That is a caber. This one's going to be fairly inexpensive, just because I think I got to move this one along, you know. Huh. That ain't going to fit. That is a 52 millimeter caber. Not a 50 millimeter caber. Right on here, 52 millimeter. I don't know. Probably call this $300 shipped. .52 millimeter. What do I have that's 52 millimeter? Like nothing. Crap. Okay. Well, my 372 stuff is out in the shed. I'm pretty sure I have 50 millimeter rings, but it would be with the 372 stuff. Unless I happen to have it in this box, which I would consider it unlikely. You never know. There's rings. It's gonna be if I can't find a ring. What kind of rings are those? That doesn't say cabers on them. Where the heck did I get these? Yeah, I'm going to have to walk out to the shed, and it's going to have to cost somebody something. You're right. I think that's 52 millimeter. Put that in there also, because I don't need that. Why do they make these darn things so hard to get into? There's a highway ring for prefer a caber. You know what I'm going to do with that? Because this is like a double stacked thing that I really don't like the design of. I'm going to throw that out. Apparently I do have rings in here. I have no idea how many more there might be. Having a 372 ring in here is pretty low. Although that was a 372 ring. But I threw it out because I don't like it. Yes, I need to go out to the shed, and it's friggin' cold, so I'm not going to do that right now. But, at least I do have... You know what, I can put the clips in. Get the piston installed. Then all I need to do is put the ring on and seat the head. Exhaust goes that way, intake goes that way. Again, the ring pliers are really cool. I like them a lot. Yeah, it should be 50 millimeter. 52 millimeter is 272. Click. Bring the clip all the way down to the bottom. So the ear is down at the bottom. Arrow to the exhaust side. Pin goes in. Yeah, it was gonna be it's cheap if I use the highway ring. That had it's a split ring. The thickness is split on it for some reason. I don't know why they did that. It's as if it was in two pieces. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for me. So, okay. Next is actually the flywheel. And this flywheel, let's see here. Which is the one here? Yeah. You know what? That actually may still work. Yeah, position is just fine. Okay, well that makes things easy. No, Steve, there's a delay between comments because comments aren't read in real time, or rather, there's probably like at least a 6-second delay. The ring pliers I made. This was John Riley's design. See the hole in there. Ground the tips. And Steve, I don't always see every comment because if I'm looking at something, if I'm concentrating or whatever, that I don't always get every comment. I use a little bit of blue Loctite. That goes on just fine. No, it's a delay, Steve. It's what it is. It's not you. Definitely not you. Oh, my phone just shut down. Over here. Good. Just pull this up here. Let's see if I can juice this back up. Let's put the pawls back on. Yeah, now I really can't see comments, just so everybody knows. Four millimeter on the pawls here. Good. Make sure the spring's kind of loaded as it should be. Yeah. The other 268 will become a 272 and will be much nicer than this one. This one I'm just going to put back together, get it running, make sure it's complete, and then sell it, basically. Would make somebody a nice firewood saw. There's no question about it. And Paul, I wanted to go back to the other comment that you made about the carbide burrs. I'm not ignoring you there. The carbide burrs you can get. Just search for carbide, but you have to do the right shaft diameter. I forget what Dremel is. I think Dremel might actually be like 3 millimeter. These are 2.35. Shaft diameter, so it just kind of depends on what you're going for. But carbide burr, 3mm. Try that. See what happens. And they come as an assortment. They're pretty inexpensive. That assortment should be like $20 shipped or less. William, I feel bad for you. It's hard. Yeah, you take care, William. That's hard. Okay. Next thing to do on this one, probably the fuel tank. Put this down for the moment. Work on the fuel tank. Let me go give this a good clean. It works. Actually works fine, but just needs a good clean here. Hang on a second, I'll be back. Who wants to reuse this fuel line? Not me. Again, let's get some new line. Put some fresh line in here. This is not a perfect cleanup job by any means, but this is a whole lot better than it was in a very short period of time. Save money on shipping. £1 later. So last time I shipped something, I shipped it to Jesse, the 262. That was not cheap. I think that was $60 for a 262 of all things. So the shipping is not a great perspective thing for business, but whatever. Things are the way they are. So this fuel line feels like it's not too bad. Still. Just have a hard time using line, you know? Goodbye. Do the same thing with this one. Again, this is steel R3, just bulk fuel line. You can use the OEM Husky stuff if you really feel like it. Husky does not offer their fuel line in bulk, so I am officially boycotting that. Because that type of thing drives me nuts. Don't like buying fuel line 6 inches at a time. However long that stupid stuff is, you know. Through. Pull a little bit more. Cut it flush. Now I'll do my fuel filter, so just add them. Sorry, again, I can't see comments because I don't know what's going on with my charger over here. Let's try this. Now it's going. R3 is a little bit stiffer than OEM lines, so you pull it back to what's reasonable. Good there. One thing I'm still missing, the bellows. So I guess we can put it into the case, but kind of annoying to not have the bellows. What's that? Almost looking like a chainsaw. That was all gummed up. Let's fix that before. Now this insertion process should be easier than on a 372. 372s are notoriously a pain in the neck for this part. Basically just slides right in. Just like that. Got our AV mount screws here, which are these short, they're really short little guys. Off. Keep going on the AV mount screws here. As soon as that starts up, we'll be able to better look at comments. Apologize. Up and be able to check comments. it really is like time for coffee. You're right. You guys have a point. Sound things up with this one. Okay, that one's good. We even have the aluminum chain catcher. I think this AB screw will be too, maybe not. Too short? No. Brake cleaner. No, I'm not forgetting the Loctite. I'm actually intentionally not putting it on for the AV screws, but there. It's not forgotten. Don't worry. Very intentional about all this stuff. So I need one of those pieces, which I have right here. That'll go good there. I need a tensioner. The dog bolts fell out on the 372. Yeah. Uh-huh. What else is new? See and think here. Do I have 288 tensioner? I wonder if it's the same as the 288 as 268. I wonder. Sworn we had one here somewhere. Yes. Yeah, they're the same. Okay. Now. Hang on. Pull this one out of here. It was a bit butter report. Good night, Steve. Get some sleep. Yeah, that's perfect. So, the 288 does fit, but this thing always gets lost because Husky, in their infinite wisdom, decided that it'd be a good idea to use rubber there. Why? Why? I had this darn argument for years. So instead of using something that'll go bad, use something that permanently stays good. An E-clip. These things like never go bad. As long as you can find the right size. Or get it to fly across the room. That is gone. We don't actually look for those. That might work just fine. I need to trim just a hair off of it, and that way it'll stay in the pocket just a little bit better. Just need to trim just a little bit off of it, and it'll be perfect. These are all 5/32 clips. Okay, back to the Dremel. For 2 seconds. Put this in there. Trim it. Click, it'll be good. You can always pull the E-clip out later. It's totally retrievable. There's just no reason in the world why you'd use rubber in this particular spot. I can't think of any. That's it. Okay. Ball goes in. Take the E-clip. Really fine set of pliers is good. It's not quite home yet. Hang on. There. Home just showed up. Click. Now, that ain't coming out. Now your E-clip will stick on there. You can rotate this, whatever you want. And that thing is not coming out. You can press on that good. It isn't moving. Okay. There's your tensioner. Bar plate. Kind of forgot about the dog, didn't we? That's got to be in there somewhere. I won't worry about that for now. It's late. It's time to call it. We're definitely making fine progress here. Questions, comments, suggestions, anything else, guys? Brian, is the original 2-7 head say Husqvarna's? Said Mall. Yeah, so Brian, that's a great question. The I don't know how much any of the big companies, it doesn't matter whether it's Husqvarna, Ford, or any major manufacturer, do they actually manufacture their own parts anymore? Does Mercedes, manufacture their own parts anymore? Not much. They usually have original manufacturers, the OEMs, do stuff for them. So just think, it's not a Husqvarna carburetor, it's a Walbro or whatever. You get the idea. So Mahle is the original one of the original manufacturers that Husqvarna uses. There's also Kobelschmidt, which KS, and Giordani that I know of.